Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is December 1st, 2022. Holy smokes, how quickly time flies. It's about almost 10 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 58, 59 degrees here in DC Ranch. And I'm here a little bit early. I need to get around the house. But it's been actually almost a week since tomorrow. It would have been Thanksgiving morning since I saw Strange World. And this is my review, solely my opinion, but also with some articles, also including some quotes from some articles here from the Daily Wire. Firstly, as I said, I had more of an intention to see this movie, to go for the El Capitan, just to go see the theater, the whole venue, and to share you folks, because you've heard me so much, actually, and for those of you that have stuck around me for so long, over the course of years, I've always shown you on the outside. So, and I didn't know about the whole movie until I think about a year ago. I saw a quick 15-second preview of it, and it showed what looked like to be coursing blood vessels. It kind of reminded me of Fantastic Voyages, the circa late 60s movie, I believe. And I'm thinking, oh, Strange World. And there were flying creatures in it, so I'm thinking, is it a body or is it a planet? It's kind of weird. Maybe it's some sort of new bio-Earth planet. I had no idea what everything entailed about it up until fast forward about a month ago, and then I saw that the tickets, they were going to have sale at El Capitan, so I bought my ticket without actually checking any further. It wasn't until about maybe 2 days later that the first trailer and the whole big thing talked about it. So basically it's about kind of an old-fashioned type of Indiana Jones gentleman. So it has a decent, I mean, it has a great cast, the whole movie, visually, photographically, cinematically, in very much good Disney tradition. It's spectacular. The colors were just fantastic, you know, everything about it. But it wasn't until pretty much within a few minutes you get to see that the movie really has been a genocide. Now, this is my first movie that I have seen directly from Disney, at a Disney venue, and that was Tarzan, the same venue. So it was quite different to see how Disney has really changed. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal as the Sun Searcher, Dennis Quaid as the father, and Jubiki Young White. Sorry, even here it says do their best. It's quite different. Mr. Quaid, Caspian is the father. He's the big burly type of dad who's always going on quests and everything. He takes his newborn son, and as he's growing up, his son gets older and is part of that. And as the son is getting older, especially in his teenhoods, he has that expression as he's expressing that he's being dragged around by his father. And as a grown man, he's noticing that he no longer wants to do this. He's more of the effeminate type, and just is doing this to go on with his father, to go for his father's pleasure. And then you fast forward a few years later, I guess father was missing in an adventure and stuff like that, and the son escaped. And then the son was basically married 20-30 years later with a wife, a biracial family, but he is very much the very meager, quiet, very soft-spoken, castrated, it seems like, dare I say. The wife, of course, is a very strong, masculine type of a black woman character, much as what Disney has been pushing as of lately, for all the wrong reasons. Their son, you know, I didn't really even know about this, and you don't really get to know very much about the son, his typical teenage son, until the kids, some of the son's kids friends are or whatever coming down the street, and he says something, oh, my friends or whatever, and he goes out and he's talking to them. And they're talking about, they said a boy's name, and I think they got all excited, and that's when you really start to realize things. The son has a big crush on this guy who is kind of unassuming of his advances from the young kid Caspian. God, it's so bizarre. Now, this is my first review, so it's not going to be a thorough one, and I'm kind of half-assing, and again, as I always say, it's my opinion. It further on goes on, I guess, that something's happening on with their environment, and of course, they drug in the whole climate control. So they have to go to this planet, or to a cave, and go down basically to the inner Earth type of situation. He finds a rare plant, and illuminates, and the plant is dying. That's because the mother plant, the tree of life, as it were be, is kind of dying. It's just, it's awful. It's. I definitely would not take my children to see this. I had a young couple to the left of me with 3 very cute kids, sweet as can be, and honestly, it wasn't that full. It wasn't. I thought it would have been a lot more packed, but it really wasn't. And as you can have seen from the previous video, the whole downstairs and the whole upstairs was still pretty. It might have filled up maybe 20, 30 people total afterwards. But in total, upon leaving, there wasn't that many people. I mean, for the opening movie of Disney's, it's definitely $147 million loss. It only raked in $4.75 million. Encanto, by the same, dragged in 3, 4, 5, 6 times more than that, and that was still considered pretty low budget. And that one was agenda-sized, though it wasn't as really bad, but certainly not this. It is touted now as the first openly gay movie that Disney's has put out, and it is not. Disney has very much put out other gay movies like that, but this is Disney's first gay movie targeted for minors, in my opinion, and that is pretty much across the board on a lot of reviews and a lot of showings and stuff. But I will put down the links below in the comment box, so please follow that up. And again, I'm not saying don't go see this. That's your choice. But I was uncomfortable. I actually almost did want to walk out as soon as, and that was that first scene where the son was talking to the guy that he liked. The boy was very much girlish, as if a high school crush upon a jock or a football player or something. You know what I mean? And that was very uncomfortable. I mean, so uncomfortable for me because I was sitting in the bottom part that I'm kind of looking around and I'm deciding whether or not to actually leave. Just to throw away the money that I paid for the ticket. But I wanted to stay there, and also, as I said before, you know, I wanted to show you folks the venue. So, above all else, again, all of this is my opinion, and by all means, go see it if you want. If you want to see it for yourself, or I don't know, just to each his own, right? But I definitely would not want my youngest, nor any of my children, to go see this movie, but it's up to you. All right, my friends, I will put this together and post later. You folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on. Yeah, you know, I think honestly, even had I really known fully what this movie was after purchasing it, I would have. I went just with the little knowledge that I went, finding out after I purchased the ticket. So, would I consciously I don't know, unless it was in a grand spectacular venue with maybe about the same price range. It wasn't that bad, but for like something at an amusement park or a huge event, I would not go with it. I'm quite disappointed. And I have Disney Plus, and there's a lot of TV shows I haven't even seen. I'm not even sure about Willow. I saw the first 3 episodes of the new Ring, the trilogy of Rings. Did not like it. All the male characters from the generations have been emasculated. I am not one like that. And all this, I see that because all right, folks, be nice. On that, be nice, be kind.